Hey, what's happening, everybody? My name is Haydn Adams with A Designer Who Codes. In today's tutorial, I want to talk about the difference with these two sites I'm working on. So I'm improving my client site at Howard Wire, and they have a lot of uppercase type in their site design. I also have uppercase in my site design. With a new one, I'm running all of Gatsby and React Bootstrap. But the real difference is if we head over to the HTML inside Inspect, and not looking at a picture, but looking at real type, noticing how this opening space type over here on the right-hand side is uppercase, lowercase, while the type on the screen is uppercase. I want to explain why I did it this way and why it's important going forward to keep your type uppercase, lowercase in HTML and let the CSS do the heavy lifting. And with that, let's get started. All right, welcome back. Once again, my name is Haydn Adams with A Designer Who Codes, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are a returning visitor, also welcome. My mission with A Designer Who Codes is to help you become a better designer, but through code. In web design, it's great you have a good design, but I always think about how do you implement it? And with a better understanding of how you can code and program, the better your web design skills are going to be. And this is something near and dear to my heart because I see so many people making this mistake. Let's say you want to have a whole bunch of type be uppercase. Now I took out my code because I want to go back to kind of a basic default setting. So if you look at the site right here, I have all of my strong or bold fonts just uppercase, lowercase. And per the direction of my client that wanted to have it, they wanted all their type to be uppercase. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. There's not a lot of uppercase type. It doesn't bother me that it's all uppercase. But how do I go about making this type all uppercase? Now, yes, I can do it where I can just type in if I use my caps lock key, calendared wire cloth. And if I do that and I take out the lowercase and I save it, come on. There it goes. Just took a second to rebuild. It works. But here's the thing. Let's say down the road, and I have a lot more words to put in here. Let's say, you know what? I don't want uppercase type. I want lowercase type. Well, now what I have to do is I have to go through all of these words, erase them, and I believe, I didn't save it, so I have to hit the undo button. But if I came back in 6 months, I have to undo all of this type and take it from uppercase to lowercase. There's no way to really render the type lowercase after you've written it uppercase. It only goes one direction. But knowing it goes a certain direction, now I can use CSS to make this work. In my case, what I want to do is I want to write a class name in this call and make all the strong pieces right here, and over here uppercase. So what I want to do in order to affect all of my strong tags, I have to put the class name inside of its parent, which in this case is the call. Now I am running Gatsby and React Bootstrap, but this will also work in any vanilla HTML. I use vanilla as a terminology because React Bootstrap calls their classic or their get bootstrap vanilla, and I picked up on that. So if you ever hear me say the word vanilla, that just responds or corresponds to HTML, and I'm inside JSX and React. But in HTML, CSS, it still works the same way. Just in React right here, I'm gonna write the word class name, and in vanilla HTML, you would just write the word class. So a little difference of design in terms of the logistical writing of it all. So in here with class name, I'm going to write strong uppercase. I generally do not name classes based upon tag names, but I literally wanted to connect the two so you could see what's going to happen. I'd probably just call this uppercase in terms of a class name, just so I can just say whatever this does, make it uppercase. But for the demonstration purposes, what I want to do is I want to make sure all strong tags inside of this column go uppercase. So I'm going to use this just so you can see it work in action. So with strong uppercase, I'm going to come over to my custom CSS. I'm going to place inside of here a class name, strong uppercase. Now if I just do this by saying strong uppercase, text transform is what you want to use in CSS, I want to then say uppercase, which it's going to work great. If I click on save, whoa. This is kind of why I don't name class names exactly like this, because when it says strong, you might come back and go, hey, every strong tag, but that's not a tag, that's a class. I just wrote that so you could see it, but what I have to do is I have to say strong after that. So I want all the strong tags inside of this class to use the text transform uppercase. When I save, much better. Now all of this goes uppercase. Now, why do I not just want to type all uppercase? Well, if you notice this, if I go back and forth, if I move this to the right-hand side over here, if I comment this out and save it, everything goes from uppercase to lowercase. It took, well, I guess 2 keys or 2 keystrokes in order for this to accomplish. If you think about it, this is just one page. But let's say you had 100, 200, 300 pages, and all of a sudden your company decided, you know what, we don't want all uppercase, we now want uppercase, lowercase. Well, as I said before at the beginning of the video, you can't go back to lowercase from uppercase. It's a one-directional street. But you can go from lowercase to uppercase. If I turn this back on and I save it, now all these words go uppercase. So whenever I write things in HTML, I'm always thinking about how can I make this future-proof? How can I make this so down the road, if I have to change something or make it where, you know what, I want it to go uppercase or I want to go back to lowercase, I'm always going to future-proof my code and also my design. Thereby, in order for me to then go back from uppercase to lowercase, all I have to do is record the strong uppercase or just comment it out. And in about 10 seconds, I save this. Now I'm back to just uppercase, lowercase. Ready to continue becoming a better web designer through code? Check out more of my videos through my channel, A Designer Who Codes. Thanks so much for watching.